precisely when we're online.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
You just put the thumb.
Okay. We are precisely when we're online.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are Art Matters New York. I'm Mark Safan. I'm here with Hans Witschi and the rest of our group, indicated by name. How's that?
Our
Does it
regular
work
crew.
for everyone. So we're going to look at a bunch of photos, pictures from the Metropolitan Museum. And let's look at, should we look at classwork first?
Yes.
Okay, so
And just as a preview to tell our viewer, we have our quiz question coming later on.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to that.
The inaugural quiz last week was a big hit with us, anyway.
Absolutely.
With us.
Leslie got it.
And we got a lot of fan.
Got it, Leslie?
Got a lot of
after a lot of guesses. After a lot of guesses.
Okay. What are we doing here? So
we have for Marie a painting, right?
Yeah. Okay, so let's do that.
Good. Let's see.
Good.
Okay, that's okay. I have to find
That
it.
is not Marie's.
No.
See,
We'll
I know. Good, you know. I could change.
We'll find it. See, oh, there it is. Okay.
Huh?
Oh,
boy.
wow.
Oh,
Oh, that's wonderful.
look at that. Oh,
So this is something that you've been working on that we've talked about for a while. We can reference the earlier ones, but it'll just take me a moment to get back to them. But
Is this a
painting.
Marie, is this a reworked one or is this a fresh one?
no, this was it's a reworked piece, and it was an assignment from Hans to just use two colors, yellow and blue.
Yeah,
I don't know how the green got in there, but whatever.
Yellow and blue. We know how the green got in there.
Oh,
That's
okay.
basic.
Okay.
That's
but
basic
Marie,
stuff.
is this a fresh piece or is this the piece that's been reworked?
Yes, it's been reworked, Marcia. This has been a work in progress.
A work in progress is a better way to describe it than reworked, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because Hans usually asks us to do a new one. That's why I asked.
Well, but sometimes, but not always. I mean, it's sometimes you jump back into a work, right?
Yes,
There you go.
especially when it's huge like this.
Even regardless of what Hans wants, we do.
Exactly. Forget it.
Where are you still there, Hans?
I am. Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not saying it right now.
I think it looks really, really good.
I love what you did, Marie. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
You
the
too.
dark and the blue and next to the C shape backwards.
Yeah.
And
I think that
green.
worked out.
Oh, that's gorgeous, Marie.
I think that worked out great.
that solved the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very resolved.
It
It's,
is.
yeah.
Are you happy with it?
It's
I
green
am. I'm glad I went back in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you did really a good job, Mary.
I do too. I think it's so well integrated now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Integrated.
Maybe, when can we look at the earlier version?
Sure.
I think you did really a good job about it. I really.
Thanks. I was gonna put some white on it, but I was afraid Hans would.
No.
Oh, God, no. No.
That would be really
I
bad.
thought he would just kick me out.
So that
You
was
would have
a
been
final threat.
punished. Marie, you would have been punished.
I would. I know.
That's a beauty.
That was really fantastic.
That really is beautiful.
Yeah. Oh,
It's very successful.
Oh,
look
my
at that.
God.
That's even, you know, some poesy in there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, mhm.
Mhm.
Can we look at it vertically also?
Yeah, hold on a second because I'm digging up something here.
Yeah, the older version, right?
Yeah.
I love
So,
that yellow in the middle floating around. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so let me,
Oh.
Yeah, I see.
can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, we see.
Yeah.
Oh,
one is on top of
That's
the
one. Yeah.
Maybe.
Mm.
so this is one
Oh, yeah,
version.
here.
There were earlier versions as well, correct?
Yes.
I think that this is the version you're showing now is number 2, and the
Right.
last version I sent was 3. So I went back in and tried to, in this version 2, get rid of some of the yellow with that green, but it wasn't really successful.
Yeah.
So I needed to add darker.
And that
color.
big green on the side is wonderful. The yellow green. That's
Mm.
Oh, thanks.
that's gorgeous.
It's also a bit more mysterious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Funnily, you know, it became more mysterious.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
And it became better organized.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a lovely painting. It really is.
Thank you. It's an interesting format. It's 2 by 4.
Oh.
Which is
Oh.
interesting. I never usually paint like that, but it's actually nice for diptychs and triptychs.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
narrow
Yeah.
size, you know, it's not like a 4 by 5.
It
or-
would lend itself to that if it were done vertically.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
You know, it's-
Leslie had a suggestion of showing it vertically. If
Oh,
it's possible, could we see
Yeah, I
that
can do
way?
that. Sure, yeah.
Mm.
Hold on.
Mm. Hi.
That's nice too.
It is.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, I like it vertically.
I'm not
I don't-
sure, if a painting is working and it's working the way the artist wants it,
And
I
it's
mean,
working.
It
it's
works
really-
every way.
it's an abstract
You know
painting.
what's
yeah.
making it work also is the subtleties of the blues.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is magnificent, Marie.
Mhm.
Oh,
It
thanks.
is.
Blues are just working. Ooh, spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lovely one.
I really
I
like
love
it.
it
I
like
could
this.
take it off working on it.
What?
It's great, Marie, that you were able to really go back in to be consistent, persistent,
Mm.
and actually arrive at a state that really works, that really feels good.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
what,
and then stopping,
Yeah,
knowing
yeah.
that it arrived and
it's
putting
remarkable.
down your materials and so on, and just looking
Yeah.
and s-
But that's the trick.
it is. That's
And with Marie, that has been an ongoing problem, perhaps.
right.
Uh,
Right.
So to stop when you think it's where it should be, it's like
Yeah.
a gift. It's really a gift.
Right. It is. That's right.
This
Well,
is such a pleasure.
But there's something that I think is very important, and I noticed it with this group, that this really is, Marie was really absorbing everything and
I
accepting other things that we were saying. And it worked. Because sometimes what people say will distract you, but this was very spot on.
Right.
that's what
I mean, we couldn't have thought of it,
no, but I
but
wanted to
what
say
we said was helpful.
no, I wanted to say exactly what Phyllis just said. You know, thank you for all of your help.
Well, you did it.
But you did it.
Yeah.
You synthesized.
Yeah.
It could have
Yeah.
been a distraction.
It
But
could have been a disaster.
Sure. You're the
You know, Too
synthesizer.
many cooks spoil the broth too.
That's right.
Not
It's
in
when
this
you,
case.
but with
You
Marie,
know,
if you know when to stop, that's like the greatest gift of all.
yeah, you know,
Yeah, I just want to say though, that I think that this class and everybody's input was super helpful.
Yes.
I want to
Mhm.
thank everybody. I think Phyllis,
Sure.
you know, she's so wise and perceptive. And that's exactly what I was gonna say, is that I really love this class because I get a lot out of it, and everybody has a different point of view.
Yeah.
I don't you know, I accept some people's perspectives, and you know,
You're the synthesizer.
I'm synthesizing it, but I'm listening to everything, and it is super helpful. So I want to thank everybody. It was really like a group effort.
And
Yeah.
it was so,
Thank you.
so wonderful.
No, thank you. It's nice to
Yours.
see someone else's process. And so clearly defined process, 1, 2, and 3. They're not like 6, and then you get so disgusted you want to slash it.
I have some of those. Don't we all?
I think she's been there and done that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Mary
you know,
from
I wouldn't mind getting that same sort of, once I'm perhaps at a point like you are, which is going to be a long way off, of getting limitations and working within those limitations as an assignment.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
Maybe we
No.
should all do,
Maybe
maybe,
we should all give each other limitations and see what happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
where Mark and Hans can give us, you know, exercises like this.
Yeah, I think that would be very helpful.
But I have to say, Mary, from now on you can use white again.
Oh,
That's
it was
great.
killing me. It was killing me.
Go for it.
I didn't
Kudos,
use
kudos,
white with the
Marie.
blue. I was so scared Hans would see some white and not like it. I didn't even mix it.
So there's no white in that blue?
No, those are just different blues.
Blues, yeah, I see.
Wait a minute, these are different blues, or did you tone down the blues with white?
No,
Oh, they're just different blues.
that's
Oh,
what, yeah.
I'm saying it in a joking manner, but I mean it. I
Right.
stayed away. Now, when
Mm.
Mark gave me the opposite, was to use like every color,
Right.
So,
which was
Mark,
interesting.
show us the last version now again. Yes.
I'm having
Yeah,
technical.
I think we're
Oh,
good
here
with
we
this.
go.
No,
can
just
go on to the
click on the back. Yeah, yeah.
This one? Do you
Yeah,
see it?
Yes,
That's the one.
that's
yeah, that's it.
I'll
Oh,
tell you what I like about this, Marie. There's a joy and an energy, a commitment just to the joy of these materials, of painting. And that's immediately, that's the first thing I see when I look at this, before I start, scrutinizing it, for composition, for this or that or the other. I just see that this was done with a kind of a, commitment and joy. And I get that from this. And that's a great statement in and of itself.
yeah, it's a
what
great
you,
accolade.
what you also created. They are almost 3 layers, the space thing going on. It's in a way like lyrical abstraction, like a mirror type kind of feeling can come, just a little hint, because of it's wonderful. Also, how you broke up this, the circle on the left, which goes on underneath the blue, and on the bottom, it's in front of the blue. A very nice effect. It's a very nice.
Yeah.
There are many interesting things now going on.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the green got bent on the right hand
Yes.
side. That's wonderful.
And
Yeah.
so we see now how it works when you have blue and yellow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's how
you-
that came up.
It was not just the blue and then some blue yellow lines on top.
Yeah.
Now you manage to really put that together. That's what.
You
That
can
was good
create
input.
space by using color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to
was-
be a line.
But it was interesting when you all said that the yellow lines were too intense, to go back in and try to soften those was
Right,
a good
right,
exercise.
Mm.
So I
right.
think it was good to have that because it's how I paint, the process.
You did it in a brilliant
Back
way, Marie. It was brilliant.
Mhm.
Because you did it through the blues. And
Yeah.
that was great.
Yeah. You
That was-
wove the
That
yellow
was
in.
Hans. That was all Hans.
And no, but and you feel also the tectonical quality of the whole painting.
Yeah.
It's like you would like to touch it almost. To
yeah,
like a braille. Like maybe somebody which has a
Yeah. Yeah.
blindness. They would like to touch that painting in a way. There is
it's
Tactile.
a tactile
Tactile.
quality
Yes.
and information.
Yes.
This is maybe a painting that should float in space. Is one of the Elon Musk's ships that some Mars people could read some information
Exactly.
about.
So he's done it
Oh boy.
now with Trump in Florida. So I'm right here. I could just give him the painting.
Oh, make him pay.
You should sell it, yeah.
Put it in. You
Oh,
can put it in the, you can put it in the
He
closet
can
with all
afford
of the
it.
Yeah, yeah.
files that he, that he absconded with. But yeah,
One-
It sure beats the 6.2 billion banana.
I don't know.
very successful.
You don't know about the banana?
Yeah, isn't that at the last show?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
in Christie. It's
Yeah,
just,
they put it,
it's a banana with a piece of tape on it,
yeah, on the
Oh,
wall.
right.
on the
Yeah.
wall.
Right, that's
And it's
Catalan.
just two-
Oh, that's conceptual. We have to get
Catalan.
we have to get Bruno here.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for your help. and thank
okay.
you for your time.
So
Yeah,
great.
right.
So we're
Lovely.
So, Mark, are we ready for the quiz then before we go to?
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So let me stop the
Uh-oh.
share.
Yeah, then I share my thing.
Okay.
And I hope I'm not.
No, let's do it.
Yeah, I have to see that I don't have
Okay.
any.
So Marie, is there any other paintings in the works? Have you started anything yet?
No, but I'm revising another painting that I
Good.
had sent.
Sometimes it's fun to
Needs a
paint.
lot of help.
Sometimes it's nice to paint on an existing painting because
Yeah,
it takes care of the first passes, the first layers. It's
Yeah.
already there.
well,
Instead of, having to build it up and deal with a blank canvas.
it's interesting. Oh my God.
Oh. Hmm.
What do you see?
Well, we see the painting,
Yeah, let me see if I can.
but you could pull out a little. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
You see the painting?
yeah.
Okay, I'm very happy.
Okay.
Honor Dormier.
Sorry?
Honor Dormier.
No.
No. It's too contemporary.
I know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Max, who's the German Max?
Beckmann.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it is not Max Beckmann.
Okay.
Glad nobody knows it right away.
Well, it's just-
I've never seen this painting, which
No.
is
Philip
mean-
Guston?
No.
that's
But
a good guess.
Yeah, I mean, almost maybe an early one or whatever.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no.
Is okay, we can ask questions, can't we?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Whatever you
Is
want to
this-
do.
Is this pre-World War II?
No, it's afterwards.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you get, is it a French artist?
It's German. Isn't it?
German?
Gotta be German.
I'm
He's
saying
not German. He's also not French.
Swiss?
No,
American,
no,
English.
no.
Italian.
No.
Close, but no cigar.
Is it?
Uh,
I'm guessing that it's a Mexican painter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh.
the guy that does murals, the guy that does the murals.
No.
Diego Rivera?
No.
Orozco.
Does not look like Diego's
You
work at all.
think this is it's not the detail, by the way, it's a whole painting.
This is the whole.
Is
You know,
is it Orozco or Rivera?
Oh,
No,
No,
no.
those painters don't paint like this, though.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They're very Art Deco.
And I think also the blues would not really fit the Mexican. This
Oh,
blues.
okay, so it's not a Mexican.
So-
No, it's not a Mexican.
Oh, okay, okay.
It is, shall I say, I mean, it's more in a European artist.
Oh, European.
Oh,
Okay.
it's
It isn't really George Gross, is it?
No.
No,
Ensor?
no, it's
James-
also,
oh,
it could be an Ensor almost.
yeah, yeah.
It's not Munch.
No, it's also.
Oh, that was a good guess.
Oh.
Wait, Van Gogh?
Yes. No,
Certainly not
it's not.
Rembrandt.
Andy
No, it's not
Warhol.
Van Gogh.
Oh my gosh. That's,
Yeah, it's interesting.
yeah.
Very.
I have never seen this before at all.
Oh.
I have
haven't
never
seen-
seen it either.
Haven't seen it or
But
anything.
exactly. But I mean, you know, it's
I was going to say, I know Magritte went through a very weird period.
yeah. Mark, you are right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Hey,
no way.
Wow.
Ah, Magritte just had a painting.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Wow.
A painting was
Let
sold
me
by
see.
Magritte.
Yeah, I show you.
I have some. If
Hold on a second.
I can find some strange Magrittes too.
But Magritte
I
just
have
sold
a
the
whole.
painting.
I have a look. I show you some again.
So Mark got it.
Hold on. Yeah, I share the screen again.
Let me see something here.
Look,
Oh.
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at this. He
exactly.
made incredible, strange thing
Yeah.
in 1948.
Right. That's
Wow.
right. After the war, post-war.
And
Wait a minute, where's Magritte from? Isn't he French?
He's Belgian.
Yeah. Oh, Belgian.
Okay, okay, just checking. Just checking.
Do
Yeah,
you
I
guys-
have.
Are you guys aware that Magritte's painting just sold for 105 million?
That's
Oh, wait a minute,
No.
117 million dollars.
Yes.
Oh.
look,
Which
Wow.
one?
you know, the painting was called La Famine, die Hungersnot. The famine,
This one?
the famine.
Oh, I
the
see.
people
The
are
famine.
die from hunger. I thought first to show you this because that could be also Picabia.
I was going
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say
yeah,
Picabia
yeah.
too.
But
But
Yeah,
look at
we
this,
thought that.
very weird.
weird.
The le stropiat, the cripple, you know, with all the, that would be a good one because you would have said maybe, oh, it's maybe a Cézanne.
Mm-hmm.
Because with the, you know,
Oh,
the man with a pipe.
Yeah.
multiple pipes. Oh.
Look at this.
Oh my God, look
Oh,
at the
gosh.
green face guy.
Oh.
That is weird.
It's interesting, huh?
That's like Gumby and Pinocchio.
Look at this, even this one.
Which
Marie.
which one?
I love the little pink one next to the green-faced guy with the
Yeah.
nose
Lola.
Wait,
on the left. Yeah, Lola.
Oh boy.
Lola.
Look at that.
That's pretty interesting.
Lola de
Wow.
Valent.
Yeah,
Margaret.
Hmm.
That's Margaret. Look at this.
Wow. Wow.
Oh boy.
You would never, I would never have associated the two.
Yeah,
Pompo,
I think it's
pom-pom.
really, yeah, it's
Pom.
really interesting. Yeah.
It is.
Mm.
It is.
Could you show us that lower one again? I got caught up in the title.
Which one?
Below Lola.
Below Lola.
Yeah,
They're
Where-
down
where-
to-
Oh, this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I
It's
go-
like, this is called like pom 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 pom.
Right.
Pom 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 like
Can you raise it up?
pom pom
I'm
pom.
only getting a little strip of it.
Yeah, pom 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 pom.
Bum, 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 bum.
Pom, pom, pom.
Is that music? Is it?
Yeah, right. You know, because they are drumming here, the drums, you know. Drums.
So
That
I have
was,
We see a little strip of that, but not the
Yeah.
whole thing.
I'd have to
I mean-
find it, but I mean, I had a
I'm
photograph of Magritte, which I saw at the Chicago Art Institute, which was from that same period.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And it was interesting because it was after the war and it was a complete sort of collapse of, let's say, reason. And it was like a total frustration on the part of artists like Magritte that once had an oeuvre that sort of, even though it was absurd and even though, it was, playing with games and puns and what, it was still had some, had some sense, some logic to it, within a certain context. And that context, that environment completely collapsed, like during and after the war. And so the outrage was that, there was no possibility of making a painting that made any sense.
right.
Right? That rested on any kind of logic or reason.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a reaction. There's another Savino, or Severino,
Severino.
who was the brother of De Chirico.
Oh,
And he did paintings very, very similarly that were just kind of a poke in the eye. It's like, don't even try to figure this out.
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sort of like Dada, but later,
Yeah.
or surrealism,
right.
same,
No.
same.
I would also say, Theodor Adorno, he said after the war, to write poetry after Auschwitz is barbaric.
Right.
Indeed.
It has something to do with these paintings, that, suddenly everything exploded and you didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
You thought everything is ridiculous to make some beautiful paintings.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Mark just said now.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very good point. So how, then there's, after this sort of nihilism, and
Right.
if that's the right word,
It is.
there becomes a resurgence of hope, perhaps,
Yeah. Right.
or faith in humanity.
Well, life goes on despite.
Yeah, life goes
you
on.
know,
Life
life goes on.
Yeah.
I wonder if there'll be a reaction,
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Barbara.
present day, yes, to what's
Yeah.
just happened in the art world, if there'll be something.
But I think also that these paintings I'm had some influence on the movement of bad paintings. There was a movement where artists made on purpose bad paintings,
Yeah.
because they believe there is more something to it. It has also, you could also compare it maybe to earlier movements of art brut type of thing, but which want to be in the academy, and they thought this whole art thing is anyway fake and untrue.
And
There are always this, and it could be,
it's probably just a visceral reaction to politics and reality of post-war, Europe.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but-
what could have been more brutal than seeing the reality of the final solution?
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, to answer Barbara's question about the McGree, it was, I think, early light. And the painting that was sold for 151
beautiful.
million was, I'm sorry?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was a day and night. It was just like weird, as McGree
Yeah.
stuff is. It's a daylight, and yet
Yeah,
there's
he
a
did a few of
house.
those. Yeah,
Oh, it's great. Just
that's
great.
beautiful.
See that,
painting.
Mark, can you show us that?
Well, I don't have it here, but we
It
can.
was in the new, it was in
I-
the papers this
I
week.
don't,
What was it?
Yeah.
Where did you see it?
I saw it in the
Time.
paper.
Okay, well, let me see. Let me see.
I get digital.
Yeah, hold on a sec, and we'll try
Me
to.
too, digital.
I saw it digitally also. I think it was a Sotheby,
Christian.
the Sotheby, and the previous day, a Monet or Manet sold for 65 million.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Sotheby's went one better. I mean, they're like telephone numbers, you know?
Yeah. So
Handle on that. You can't get a handle on that.
yeah.
Okay, here.
Yeah, Mark, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for this painting. Here it is.
Mhm.
Let me share here a second. Zoom, share,
Mm.
sorry. I don't see.
Hans, thank you for that. That was a wonderful quiz.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's really.
That's
You
the
see
way-
this?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, it was Empire of Light that sold?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's like
One
his most,
point-
one of his
Very-
most famous.
121.
famous.
121.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, at least it's a really good one.
Good painting.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
photo.
the reproduction
famous.
doesn't do.
No,
No,
it's a photo of, you know,
Yeah.
it's
That's a
on the wall.
photo of the
It's-
painting.
Right,
Yeah,
L'Empire de
wall.
Lumiere. L'Empire de Lumiere.
Yeah.
Pretty photorealistic then he painted.
Empire of Light.
Wow.
It was a 10-minute bidding war on Tuesday.
Hmm.
And it sold for
Wow.
121,160,000.
I
All the,
wonder who, I
all
wonder
the
who-
crypto guys were there.
See if it says.
But I think the interesting thing is, he has 3 light sources.
Wow, it was part of the private collection of Mika Erdogan.
Yeah,
She
She was
was
the wife
married
of-
to Ahmet
yeah.
Erdogan. Do you know who he was?
yep, I do.
He was a music, here it says music magnate. He was
Yep.
very
Oh.
present in the music, in the pop music.
Atlantic record.
Yeah, Atlantic Records, yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Huh.
Unbelievable.
Isn't it?
It's unbelievable.
It really is unbelievable. And then Ed Rush's thing sold for,
Musicians don't get anything, from the
Yeah.
Mark, find the banana.
labels.
Yeah, Phyllis, we should.
But let's go
You
back
wanna
to
think?
the painting, Mark, again, because what I think is interesting, you have, the outside light,
Yeah.
then you have a light from street light, and then the light inside of the
Yeah.
house.
Mm.
yes.
And that's very interesting, anyway, this
Yeah. Yeah.
light stuff
It's
is-
very spooky.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Spooky.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's something
That's the whole idea of
Real.
his stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
eerie.
Spooky, eerie.
Eerie.
He's very good at painting skies, though. Not like Mark, but he's still very good at
You
painting.
know, I'm gonna share something.
And he uses white, you see.
I know, I know.
That's the right way, you know. Well,
Um,
no, I know what you.
I'm gonna let's see, 1 second.
But you see also something, you know, in order to render light, you need really dark stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's funny you should say that because, of course, this reproduction doesn't really do the painting justice. The sky was brilliantly blue. I mean, it was really very realistic, beautifully painted, but brilliantly blue.
Yes.
And the darks were particularly dark. And I never forgot that painting that I saw at the Met. I think it was Bellows. It may have been someone else. I don't remember. Of Central Park at dark, dusk or nighttime. And it was about 1920s, 1930s, something like that. And the blacks were absolutely anything but black. They were complementary colors put together. And it was just so lush and so beautifully done. The darks were so alive. There was absolutely no black in the painting.
That's a wonderful way to get darks.
Yes.
It's so
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you this, which that painting reminded me of. Does anyone know this painting?
Yeah, that's the famous island of.
Right. That's right.
Right.
So I'm blanking on the painter's name at the moment,
Me too.
but it's
It's in Boecklin.
it was a German.
Boecklin.
What? Yeah, Boecklin.
Boecklin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boecklin.
Yeah, you would pronounce it correctly.
He
Yeah.
was painting in Zurich.
Yeah.
Spell check.
So he did a few of these, and this was his depiction of death. And he painted this for a woman who was mourning over the death of her husband. And she basically commissioned this painting.
Right.
He had seen something similar to it that he had done before.
Could you spell the name of the artist?
It's B-O with an umlaut over it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Bklin.
Yeah, Boecklin.
I have my studio quite near at Arnold Boecklin. Yeah, it's great. It's incredible. Yeah.
So this painting is at the Met. This is a stellar painting, and because it's just such a beautiful, powerful, mysterious image, and it reminds me a little with the silhouette of the Magritte. And I was looking at the Magritte, and yes, he captures that, that eerie thing that he was able to do, like Hopper and other painters. But but the painting works on an elemental painterly level as an image, which is why it's so sought after, and why it's at such a high price. And it has a lot to do with that silhouette. We can go back to it.
I think it's also that the white coming out, it's so strange. They're like geometrical forms, and then behind the cypress is that tiny bit of light.
Yeah.
Continues across the painting and down the painting. So those whites are just fantastic.
Incredible.
They move your eye around. They
move your
what
eye.
he has going here, interestingly, is this, it's substantially symmetrical.
Yes.
It's like singular. It's these two gigantic monuments, which could be like almost headstones, right? There's an asymmetry within the composition symmetry.
Yeah.
There is an
Asymmetry.
Which makes it interesting.
Yeah, but asymmetry is the most dynamic form of balance if it's well done.
Yeah, but it's still
Mm.
within this symmetrical structure,
Oh,
these two
totally.
things.
I-
With,
I love this painting. I love the richness
Wonderful, yeah.
very
I do
much.
too.
I
I love this painting
Mm.
too.
kind of want to see it without that frame around it because
Yeah, it's an
Um,
intense.
Maybe you find some more. He painted several.
Yes, yeah, he
But-
did.
but
That's
Some,
right.
was a
some are
great-
in
it's a great
Berlin, you
painting.
know, in famous museums, National Gallery.
Yeah,
But,
that's right.
you know, he's a symbolist, a symbol.
Yes,
Ah,
that's right.
And
Yeah.
It's so rich looking and so
uh,
the colors and how he uses the white is just super interesting.
It's also symphonic.
Right,
There's
absolutely.
There's
Totally.
the brown
yeah,
area and the cypress
Absolutely.
and the white and the darkness of the sky. It's like a grand symphony.
You're so right.
yeah.
his
You're so right.
paintings were influential for Gustav Mahler.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So on.
The-
Yeah,
the
he had a lot of influence on
Yes.
Gustav, by the way. You know,
Phyllis, good call.
Yeah.
Swiss painter, by the way.
He's Swiss.
Yeah.
Swiss Boecklin.
Buckland was Swiss?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
And Mahler's music was was death-like in very many cases.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Speaking of death,
died.
Do you see this? This,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
see the Sienese painting?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
I saw them in Siena, but that was a long time ago.
Nice.
So this is from the show at the Met presently.
And Barbara, you shamed me into going. I really didn't want to go because I find it so staid and static.
Uh-huh.
But
Why do you think static, Marcia?
it's there seems to be, in my view, the figures are very solid. There's no rhythm. There's no movement.
But Marcia, you have to understand that this was like
The beginning.
1400s. This was like
Oh,
not.
I understand. I do. And that's why I went, because it's only 50 years. And there are very few pieces that I saw that I sent to you where there's any kind of depth,
Well,
which it was the start. It's just the start of this whole idea of putting depth into a painting.
Yeah, perspective. So you can see it here. You know,
Yeah.
this was part of the search for perspective.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
But what's
And that's why
interesting.
they're so fascinating.
But what's interesting also is that they're utilizing the picture plane for multiple narratives,
Yes.
Yes.
right? So you can have these buildings that are in perspective, but yet they don't quite relate to what's going on in the rest of the painting, right?
And they're
They
small
exist
and they're in
their
the
own
front.
space.
Oh,
So there's multiple viewpoints, multiple what's the word? Tableaus, in one painting.
Yeah.
and the small ones are in the front and the big ones are in the back,
Yeah, it's
which is
Period.
usually,
Period.
kind of weird.
Is it true during these times that a lot of art was used as like people didn't read? So
Right.
yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
They
That's
were-
why it was storytelling.
storytelling and talking about heaven and hell and way to live and it was a way of communicating the church's
Values.
You can say
Values and
communicating is a nice way to say indoctrinating.
Yeah.
one person's communication
It
is
was
another
called
person's
control.
indoctrination.
Yeah. It's a controlling device. Yeah.
But it was highly
I thought that
believable.
goes with religion. That goes with
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It
any
really-
religion.
Very effective, but everyone believed it. It was deep. It was rich. It was, it was
and it
No,
was
that-
sanctioned by
that
the
was the
church
bubble.
and the priests.
But you know what? Thank God for the church, because we have so many great religious paintings. So much
It's
of
true.
like what's great are religious paintings, right?
Yeah.
That-
Uh-huh.
That was the only game in town.
That
Exactly.
was the
that,
only game.
Or
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
the kings and, you know, queens. This is beautiful too.
Yeah. Is this the Last Supper?
Yeah, it must be, right?
It must be, but I'm
Yeah.
looking for the 12
Wow.
disciples, and they're kind of scattered
Fantastic.
around.
Yeah.
It's
It
interesting.
was a Passover Seder with
Exactly.
matzah.
That
Yeah.
is just gorgeous.
I don't see the matzah there.
There might be matzah there on that plate.
See,
Okay.
the interesting thing is that prior to this, no one was really interested in verisimilitude, in naturalism.
Mhm.
Really, these are symbolic. These are about, right? You know, God or the Son of God, or, you know, you know,
Betrayal.
saints or various events or whatever, and they were purely symbolic.
Yeah.
And all they had to do was represent the idea. But later, I mean, increasingly, paintings became more naturalistic, more about how the world really looked, how it really felt, the way people looked, and so on and so forth. So they became, yeah. So
These
this,
are
this
still
was at
embedded
that
in the
point.
Byzantine tradition, right, Mark?
Sorry?
They're embedded in the Byzantine tradition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, this is
exactly.
still Byzantine painting, isn't
Right.
it?
It's
Yeah.
right on the
Much.
cusp of, you know, opening
So
up.
that, I think
Yeah.
that's so exciting when I love beginning movements, because
Yeah.
again, it's process. I love it.
Well, you know
The
what?
way,
Like,
the genius of the art, I
Yeah.
think, is the balancing that's innate in the human mind. That's what makes it. They balance all this odd stuff, which is the same thing that we try to do, or, you know, attempt to do, is balancing all this odd stuff.
Yep.
And
So
where-
many different
you know,
perspectives of the same
yeah,
painting.
yeah, like Marie
Yeah.
balanced it today. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Its process is wonderful.
I think we seek equilibrium, don't we?
well,
That's
everything
right.
works. You
This
know,
is the
nature
gold
works.
in this.
Fundamentally, everything is functioning.
Yeah.
You know, everything functions. Everything does have an equilibrium. You kind of a,
It's
you
like
know.
it's physical, and it's physics and mathematics at the same time. And that's part, I think, of the human, to me, brainstorm.
But the
There is-
perspective here, the perspective is
Great.
huge. You
Yes.
know, it's
Oh my
like
God, yeah.
frontal and
Yeah.
skewed,
Fascinating.
and the table in the one before was also, the perspective was skewed.
Yes.
God, yeah.
The amount of gold in this is amazing.
Yeah.
Look at the gold. Wow.
Yes. it's
Well,
20
in church was the
22 karat gold.
Mm.
I mean, I
Colors
this
are
is-
colors
this
are
is the
fantastic.
time- Yeah, this
Are.
time when they started to do perspective, right? In the middle.
Yeah, yeah. It was the invention of perspective,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
To
utilization.
the Italians, oh my gosh, right? What
Right.
They
Shadow.
took it one
eye,
step
beautiful
further.
way of looking at it.
Shadow. And
Yep. Yep.
Fantastic.
But aren't these the colors of the Sistine Chapel? This blue and the red and the yellow? When
Well,
they
you know,
did the dirt,
when they cleaned it.
when
Yeah.
they cleaned it, this was
I haven't seen it since it was cleaned.
I think we got to go on a class trip.
Oh, I'm for that. I'm for that.
Oh, look at this one.
Look at
Oh,
this
this
whole-
is, this is enormous,
It's
right?
enormous.
It's
It's
15 feet
enormous.
high or something, or 20
Yeah,
feet high.
it's an altarpiece that's
Yeah, yeah.
just
Yeah.
phenomenal. Again, with an incredible amount of gold. And the
Yeah.
colors are very vivid.
Yeah.
The colors are really extraordinarily vivid for having been around since 1350.
It's
Yeah.
Well, you know, these were not commercial paints. Like, these were
Right,
paints that were
exactly.
ground.
They
These
were
pure
hand ground.
pigment, you know,
Yeah,
like blue was lapis
Yes.
lazuli, you know.
yeah.
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 And this was the beginning of playing with oil, you know, going from the tempera to the oil.
Mm-hmm.
Was there oil in this? I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. Does anyone know?
I don't know. I don't think so, Phyllis. I'm
No.
thinking that it was like
Oh,
a tempera, but I'm not
Well,
sure.
more like-
That's a really good question.
I'm
Yeah.
It
sure.
probably was.
I'm not sure
I'm
because
not sure. I'm
yeah,
not sure
You know,
either.
I have the catalog. I should look it up.
yeah, I'm not sure actually what the
Mm.
Can we
vehicle
can we
was.
have the answer next week, Phyllis?
I will try my best.
Okay. Your assignment, should you care to accept
If
it.
not, I can always go to Google.
Oh, wait,
Google,
next week is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
No class.
But I say forget the pumpkin pie. Let's have our class.
Cranberries. Yeah.
Oh, cranberries.
I wonder what the properties are of egg tempera having such
Yeah, it could have been
sustainability.
tempura. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Mm.
so the protein in the, I
Egg
guess they
yolk.
used the white. They didn't use the yellow. You must have used the white.
But I think, isn't that for frescoes, for
Yeah.
wall paintings rather
Yeah,
than,
it's tempura. It's tempura.
this is,
It says, yeah.
yeah,
Um,
without the egg, I think that's
it says
limited
Yeah.
to
Italian,
frescoes.
I think
Italian
you're right.
painting of the late Middle Ages, Byzantium. It was like they used egg,
Well, they
and
did use
various
egg
binders.
marsh.
Yes.
Right.
They must have used
Was
the
it oil
white of
paint
the
was
egg.
what hadn't been developed yet, like on canvas, on material, on linen.
Hmm.
That was
Egg
later.
makes it hard, like rock.
Hey, Phyllis, wow, that's
Mm.
amazing.
But I tell you, the colors were so brilliant.
Yeah.
They were remarkably brilliant for being
Yeah.
around for so many years.
Yeah.
This reminds me, this discussion about the color in the paint reminds me of a book I read about the Sistine Chapel and how the colors were made for the paints and how hard they were to get, those
Ah,
those oxides and those
Yeah.
they were just
Insects.
really, they were very, very expensive.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess so.
sure.
Well,
Really hard.
they were insects and they were precious stones and there were all manners of things. Plant material. It was like, it's like a laboratory with assistants doing all the mixing and the grinding,
Right.
the grunt work. And
Yeah.
we just open up a tube.
Yeah.
Next,
Yes.
Okay.
look at this.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little out of
Out of
focus.
focus,
Out of focus.
Mm.
but it's nice.
I like these. They don't
Mm.
have as many different perspectives as once.
Yeah, it's a little more perspective, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But the stuff in the back, as regards the front, is still brilliantly colored.
Yeah.
There's no fading of color. Okay,
Okay.
let's go to the
So-
Mexican prints.
So we're taking a little tour of what's at the Met.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this a Roscoe?
Yes.
This is
It
a
is. Yeah. So this is the rear guard. So you can read that if you want.
Yeah. I just really wanted to get the artist's name. And there
Yeah.
are plenty that I did not send you because it would have just been too much. There are a lot of different artists there whose names, I didn't send.
So this
Marcia,
show
thank
was,
you so much. This is fabulous.
this was all,
Yeah,
this
it's like
particular show was Mexican prints.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's all lithography, etchings,
Woodcuts,
of prints.
lino cuts.
Yeah.
I love the little boy on the shoulder to the upper left, or the little kid with the hat. It's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
so
Yeah,
It's
sweet,
great.
right?
Adorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's interesting how this is a real, like Mark had told us a while ago that Mexico at that time was like one of the centers of influence for painters. And it's interesting how this is a style that can be recognized, like, you know,
Very recognized and of the period as well.
yeah, it's like a school.
Well, interestingly, it's a little bit, what's the word? I want to say, I think paradoxical, because it's of the period, because these works came out of modernism that was developed in Europe. And many of these painters, Diego Rivera, most widely known, was in Paris and was a cubist in Paris.
Oh, I didn't know.
And these painters took the idea of modernism and brought it back to Mexico and developed a, quote, Mexican indigenous style.
Indeed.
So it was kind of make-believe in a way. So their Mexican roots, right? Their Mexican, original, they got back to their original Mexican identity, was really formed in Europe. That possibility, the possibility of creating that. Now that idea I didn't come up with myself. So that I read in a essay by not Ortega y Gasset, but another Mexican, well-known Mexican critic and writer. But I'm spacing on his name at the moment.
Many times you can, just by looking at it, know that it was Mexican. There's something about the figures and that particular period of configuration. It just screams Mexico.
It was so successful, this movement and the idea of this sort of national identity, that they had somehow reclaimed. It was so successful, and it was, so we can identify it, very readily. As the art of Orozco or, Siqueiros or whoever,
Let's go to the next one, because there are lots of them here.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful.
So this in a way is more Mexican, is more authentic, because it really comes out of more of the folk, political folk roots type of art. The art of, as I was saying, Rivera, Orozco, and others was really formed because these guys were super sophisticated and they studied in Europe and they knew what was going on, right? So their work evolved out of modernism, you could say.
Well, you'll see many better examples, I think, of what you're talking about, of more folky kind of.
That's right. Exactly.
This is not the best example of that. Make that bigger if you can.
Oh,
look at it. The composition here is so fabulous. And it's a political foment, of course. They were talking about the Mexican War and establishing, rather than a kingdom, various states. And there's a lot of terrible political killings going on too. And so I think this is a woodcut, but
So, So also, at this time, woodcuts, in Germany became popularized again, a kind of a primitivism or a throwback to more direct, came out of like expressionism and, a more simple and expressive language.
Very simple, very direct, very expressive.
So I would think that this Mexican artist also was aware of what was going on in Europe.
Probably. See the next one. If you see the next one, you'll see. if you could make that larger.
Yeah, they were also communists, no? Very
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
connected
right.
with Russia, you know?
that's right.
So the
Oh,
same-
sure.
Trotsky was in Mexico, a good friend with
Lenin and
Rivera,
Frida,
Kahlo.
Frida Kahlo
and,
and Diego
Kahlo.
Rivera.
Yeah.
you know?
and I think Frida Kahlo had an
Yeah.
affair with
Yeah,
Trotsky or
That's right.
Lenin.
yeah.
Some of these remind me of like avant-garde Russian posters. It's just
Yes.
Yeah,
a little different in the wood block technique and in the facial structure, but the graphic nature of them is very similar to Russian.
gorgeous.
this
Yeah.
is just gorgeous.
Yes.
This is Pancho Villa. This is
Right.
just absolutely wonderful. The composition is so fabulous.
It is.
Oh,
It's
boy.
an L framing device, and look at the perspective. It's just
Mhm.
wonderful.
It starts, you know, the space reminds me
It's
of the
it's great.
Sienese, of a little of the Sienese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
it's a little bit invented.
Look at the scale.
The spatial relationships here.
Yeah, the scale of the people
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
main figures.
Yeah, which I like.
Yeah.
great.
Great.
Yeah.
Next,
Well, how did that happen?
Jan Polsky.
Oh, there it tells you something. We somehow missed that here.
yeah, that's, Mariana Yampolska.
Lino cut letterpress prominent.
My God, I mean, she has definitely had a Jewish Russian name, and
Yeah,
yet
well, there
she
you
was a
go.
Mexican.
Right?
Yeah,
Amazing.
Huh.
Yeah.
she has the next one. I think is hers.
Okay.
This one,
Yeah.
Oh,
look at that,
this
and
one.
it's a woman. It's two women there,
It's amazing. That's so great.
isn't it?
That is
Very
great.
Does that look like Cuban art a little bit?
I don't know.
It reminds me almost on a Vallotton.
Yes.
One,
Yeah,
Ah.
absolutely.
very simple.
Absolutely.
yeah, Suzanne Balaton.
Mark,
Also the black and white.
yeah.
You know, a whole series of woodcuts.
Yeah.
Could you go to the previous one? I think we missed something. No, not that. No. Nope. Okay. I didn't send it all to you. No, keep going. Maybe the next one.
This is great because look, these people are in a pretty plush environment.
Yep.
Yeah.
The chandelier and this, you know, the wall, whatever's going on the walls. And, you know, and they're wearing like nice clothes, but they're
Yeah.
defending themselves,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's a pretty interesting point of view.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look the chair on the floor. I mean,
Yeah.
they just got up, you know, with the
Right.
just to defend themselves, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I like how the women are right with the men, you know?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Fighting. Yeah.
Look, the horse is also great.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Another Pancho Villa.
Huh.
The bandolier of bullets.
Now, I wouldn't think this was Mexican.
Oh,
I think this says Rufino Tamayo.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I-
Tamayo.
I
get-
don't think that, I don't recall seeing his name in the exhibit.
Well, I could see it down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
It's a much simpler style.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
There you
he was a he was a more I don't know what the word is, sophisticated artist. And so he's playing with this
Ah.
primitive style. He's not actually a primitive in any way whatsoever. He was a very, very, highly, sophisticated artist.
Uh-huh.
But that's what you were saying, Mark, that a lot of those Mexican artists were super sophisticated and coming up with a more, they're kind of saying that they're primitive,
Yeah.
coming with a school that's, more
They're
simple,
going back to their roots, perhaps.
but it's really fascinating because they're super
is.
sophisticated.
It is.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
It has a coca feeling.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's Diego Rivera.
Now that back of the little girl, I could say is Diego Rivera, right? That looks like you could see
Right.
the calla lilies coming on the side and right. And the
It is, it's Diego Rivera.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
incredible. He was so good
Yeah. And so bad.
and so bad.
Can you see any cubism in here?
No, not in this. Well, except for the flattening, everything is pushed up, which is, sort of a cubist thing where everything's pushed to the surface. So yeah, there's a certain kind of flatness in this that, comes out of his training, or his sensibility. But no, other than that, no. This is after his cubist, his
Yeah. No, I was wondering.
period in France.
See
in
that.
Paris.
See that. Yeah.
This would be, yeah. So here, what does it say?
What's the paper? Lithograph, it's a litho. Its capacity to produce nuanced surface effects. Yep.
What does that mean? Mark making?
I'm sorry?
Is that a fancy way to say mark making?
Yeah, exactly.
Texture.
Did anybody see the Orozco mural at Dartmouth in the library?
Which
I've seen it, yeah.
which
Yeah,
library?
it's really big. It's very intense.
Yeah.
The library at Dartmouth University has
There's Orozco's at the New School also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Manhattan. And
Oh.
you have to make an appointment, but you can get in there and see him.
Oh, that would be, I'd like to do
Nice
that.
class
You
trip.
can do that. It's fantastic.
Oh, I'd like to do that. I've never been to Dartmouth. That's up in New Hampshire, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Yeah. But to me, the most marvelous. Oh, here. Oh,
Oh,
ooh, look at this. Ha,
oh
ha,
my
ha.
gosh.
Isn't that fabulous? The skulls. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
What is leer in Spanish? Is it
To read.
To
To
read.
read. Yeah.
Oh.
Read. Hoja is a leaf, which means the page.
Yes.
It's the popular page. I don't know what anti-calista is. I have no idea. Callista. Oh, callista. Well, calle is a street.
The street, yeah.
Calle.
Yeah.
So that-
Well,
Something, I don't know. Callista, anti-callista. I don't know. Against the.
well, obviously, there's a bad guy.
Well, he has the US dollar like emblazoned on his.
Yeah.
It
Backwards.
has,
too.
it,
Backwards.
it has
somehow.
the Trump hair already.
Exactly. Unbelievable.
Isn't
That's
that great? I think
That's
this is
wonderful.
just a wonderful
Yeah.
one.
Oh.
I don't know who this is, but it's just so lyrical.
Yeah.
Doesn't this look like Miro?
Picasso or Miro.
Yeah. This one was very, it must have been later and also very connected to European
sensibility.
sensibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Picasso, whatever.
I think there's
like
one
those
more. Yeah,
pictures
this was my favorite. And I looked it up and it said no more killing.
Yeah,
No matares.
that's right.
Could you make it bigger, please, Mark? They're fabulous. Look at those fingers.
Oh boy.
these were very powerful.
Absolutely.
They were meant to incite, to inform, to make things happen.
Yeah.
I think there's just one more or not.
Thanks.
Yes,
Wow.
this is the last one.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
Isn't it? It's one of the few that were colored. They were mostly black on either ecru or like a soft teal, very soft teal, or beige or something. You know, there were very few that were really colored, and this was very strong.
So I remember these were taxi drivers. This was
yeah.
It says here, Frente Único Trabajadores del Volante.
Oh,
So
the workers of cars, taxi drivers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they were shot at by, this was the governor of, they said, El Enano Cobarde, the coward. I don't know what enano was, something, a dwarf. Enano is a dwarf.
Oh, yeah?
The cowardly dwarf. That's what they called him.
Und asesino.
Yeah.
Assassin.
Asesino, to assassinate. The author of the, I don't know what, Matanza Huyo de Yucatan. So this happened in Yucatan.
Banana was pineapple.
No, Yucatan is the
sorry.
state.
I said it wrong.
But anyway, so he ordered the military to fire at these protesters who were demonstrating.
Amazing.
And they killed.
The drivers who were demonstrating?
They were demonstrating.
They were like on strike.
Yes,
Right.
they were on strike.
Oof.
I tell you, Google Translate is so fabulous.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it is.
Marcia, thank you so much. These were fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, to me, you're welcome, of course. To me,
So, Marcia, what are these?
the creme de la creme of my sojourn there was to see the works of Anastasia Samoylova. She somehow or other, at the age of 30, is in the Met. She's in the Met, and she's 30 years old. Okay, she's a photographer that somehow, she latched on to photography, and she was also an artist. She was schooled in Russia, and somehow or other she got this gig to, now make this bigger, please. This is a pastiche of photographs. When you project it onto a page, you can do multiple different projections by dodging and burning and just, there's a whole new thing about doing it with inkjets that
So these are not digital? These aren't digital?
I don't know.
Because people don't dodge and burn anymore. It's
No.
all
Well, some of this,
Photoshop.
yeah, well, you're right. But some of this looks to me as
Yeah.
though it's multi-stepped and not digital.
Okay.
But I could certainly be very wrong. She also would work into them with paints.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. These stills don't do it justice. I was just bowled over.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
And she had a show with Walker Evans' works. Why were they together? Because they were both done in Florida. And that's really the only way I could approach the juxtaposition, because Walker Evans, we know for the Dust Bowl photographs in black and white. And the stuff that he had here with her stuff is like it's kind of anemic and kind of not Walker Evans that we know. But the display, the photography exhibit, the exhibit walls themselves, one half of a room was bright teal, the other half was banana yellow. This is water that she just happened upon, flooding an area. But it's just so fabulous. And this is, I believe it's a Walker Evans, but it could have been hers.
This is not a Walker Evans.
Okay, then it's hers.
Yeah, I mean, the little bit of color up on the top, he would never, he wasn't shooting color.
No,
anyway.
he wasn't shooting color.
No.
He was strictly black and white, but there are paintings of his that you'll see here that.
That's great.
Isn't it terrific?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think this guy, wasn't he nominated for Secretary of the Interior?
Something like that. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think. He's nominated for something, I'm sure.
All you have to do to be a cabinet member is to be a sexual deviant
Predator, yeah,
or completely incompetent.
totally. That's all you need. That's right.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a wonderful. Yeah, it's really great. Look, you got the Confederate flag too. The whole deal.
Oh
The whole
yeah,
nine.
yeah, on his arm.
Oh.
No
Wow.
mercy.
Oh,
That's
God.
America, That's
Yep.
America.
Yep.
Oh.
Wow. Yikes.
Continue, please.
Sorry, Barbara. Sorry. You did linger on that a little too long.
What
Look
is,
at the upside down flag.
oh, wow.
Oh.
What is that building though?
It's a Quonset hut gone wrong.
Interesting.
It's some kind of a living structure.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
Yeah. So the Supreme Court Justice's wife is not the only one. Look at this. This is painting and photography.
Mm.
Is
This
that Trump?
Really neat.
Isn't that great?
Is that
Yeah.
Trump?
What's under that? That almost looks like it could be Trump.
Yeah.
Is it? Or no, no.
No, it's not.
No? Okay.
I don't know. I think we have to get Hans to
Oh,
there's a
it
face.
could
Oh, my
be.
God.
It-
I
no,
think it could be.
it
Hans.
is.
Oh,
It
heck.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
It
right,
Could
Mark.
be, right?
It
Oh,
is.
gee.
It's Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiled a very nice painting.
Yeah, it is
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
from the.
With your kind permission, everyone,
Oh,
with your kind permission, I would like to send you a very profane, raunchy, funny treatise on the election. But you
Send
have
it
to
to
give
us.
me your permission.
Yes, absolutely.
Have our
Send it to us.
permission.
yes, you
Send
have.
it to us.
It's very profane,
That's
but
okay.
it's hysterical.
You can handle it.
Only if you
Yeah.
send it quickly.
So you're going to send it to our emails?
Or
Or,
your text.
This is, I'm sorry, are you asking me a question?
yes,
Yeah.
are you sending it by email?
Of course.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And these are Walker Evans paintings.
Oh,
I
And
like
then- oh, look at that. Who'd have thunk? And they're very childlike.
Wait a second. Sorry about that.
yeah.
Oh,
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 it's gone. I deleted it by accident.
oh, gee. Okay.
well, Hans may have it.
I have it. That was actually mine.
But
That
I
one.
sent them-
I included that.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is the paintings of Walker Evans, I send all these things to Hans as well.
Okay.
So maybe he could chime in with
No, I
it.
have it. I have it.
I know, but you deleted it, right?
Yeah, but not from, don't worry, I got it.
Okay. I mean, I don't care, but I just wanted you to see, we
I'm-
think of Walker Evans, black and white photography,
That's
dust,
right.
depression, and then there's these childlike paintings.
Ah, I see.
Hold on a second. I'm getting it back up here. Hold on.
So that would have been great for the quiz, Marcia.
I was going to do it for the
Oh,
Now you, it's,
yeah.
Now we
yeah,
know.
right.
we lost it. We lost the quiz thing.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're absolutely right. Well, my apologies. That would have stumped everyone.
Right.
Totally.
You are so right.
Yeah.
Wait, it's coming back. Don't. Oh.
Mm.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second.
I think we should each do have a chance of,
Why don't we?
yeah, let's
Oh my
rotate it.
God.
Yeah.
Oh no, those guys are better than we
Okay,
are.
so
We'll be able to get it.
do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, got it.
yeah.
So these are
But they remind me also on a black painter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is also very influential later on.
Romeo,
Yeah,
are you talking about Jacob Lawrence?
No,
Yes. That's who I.
a little, yeah, but not really.
I think they're more Alex Katz like.
Yeah.
Yes, that too.
Right.
But much smaller.
Yeah.
I've seen a great show with Alex Katz here on O'Flaherty. But I'll show you next time. I made some movies.
Oh, I
Okay,
Oh,
great. Yeah,
great.
yeah.
How old is Alex Katz? He's in his 90s.
92.
90s, yeah.
My
He
God.
showed with Matthew Barney. Matthew Barney made a film about him.
Oh,
Paints in his studio.
Yeah.
O'Flaherty's is an art space, It's great show. It's a installational piece with the video,
That's cool.
so on, and some pieces of Matthew Barney.
Is this current?
And yes, yeah.
Where, downtown?
It's on Allen Street.
Oh,
Allen in the East Village here down.
yeah, that's my old haunt.
The huge space, wonderful.
I was there when I was a kid. I used to live there.
Really?
Yeah, on the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Wow.
Yeah.
so can you see this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martito.
Mexican.
Yes.
Right.
They have the Schwartz sticker on the.
Huh?
Yes, I see that.
Oh, I see it.
left, there's like
Yeah.
like a drink or something. I don't know.
This
or-
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The knife.
Yeah.
It's an.
Oh,
dagger.
yeah, that's
It's the
the
dagger.
handle.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a knife. I didn't
So this is
Guy's holding a dagger.
1932. 1932. So this is, and there's another
With
Yeah.
a swastika.
swastika down below on a coin.
I think the Schwartz sticker was originally like part of Hindu.
It was an ancient Greek
Yeah.
symbol too.
Somebody.
It's been around since time immemorial. The Nazis adopted it,
Yeah.
but
And-
I
Yeah.
think it was in Greek friezes,
Okay.
a
It was also-
Greco-Roman.
It was also used in American Indian.
That's what I was thinking
Indigenous
too.
America.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so
interesting.
it's been
how
around.
it's so interesting how one symbol can mean so many
Mm.
things and be
yeah,
so emotionally charged, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
As
they
Jew, I'm like, oh my God, I can't,
they completely co-opted it. and said,
Yeah, what the heck?
Nothing else.
At least they didn't
Look
take
at
the
this.
smiley face. That would have been.
They should have
Yeah.
taken the smile.
I know.
Oh, look at this. Oh, that's a horror. the
Oh,
other-
wow.
Oh, that's fabulous.
That's
This one, they're
German.
sort of burning in hell. You see the flames?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're all flames.
Isn't that German?
This was Mexican. It was in that show.
Oh,
Mm.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Look at the bottom with the black. It's like the devil.
Oh,
These are all like
a
the
negative
devils,
space.
the pitchfork.
Wow, that's
With
so
the
well
flame.
done. That is.
yeah. Oh,
And so they're burning like, you know, the moneyed class, you know, and
Mm.
whatever, you know, the,
Sexual,
yeah, the,
Mm.
you know, what do you,
the fun people.
Yeah, the fun people.
all of the stuff that
Oh,
we're not supposed to be doing.
oh.
Is this in the Met show?
Yeah,
Oh, I
Yes.
missed that completely.
there was a lot in there.
Oh, there was a lot. Oh,
Look,
great.
here's another little devil here, and there's
Oh,
one
Oh, look
here,
at that.
the
Yeah.
pitchfork.
Oh,
It's
they're
well
all
done
over.
because it's
Yeah.
like space, but then it's like form. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's really well done.
Positive, negative space. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
thank
kinda
you, Boecklin.
great.
That's what I was trying to say.
I
Yes,
know. Yeah.
but very well done.
Yeah.
Amazingly well done.
Okay, next. How many do we still have?
That's it.
Ah, okay.
We're back to square one.
Nice.
Sure. Very nice painting. Marie's very nice painting.
Oh,
I
Good.
just, I
goes
just,
with Marcia's scarf today. My
Pardon me?
painting goes with your scarf.
Oh,
yes,
oh,
yes, it does. I think I prefer having the painting.
It's yours.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Yeah, well, you got to give me some of yours then.
Whatever
I
you want.
think we are done for
Yeah.
today.
So that's our show today. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you not next week, but I guess the following week
After Thanksgiving.
after Thanksgiving.
nice.
Have a happy turkey
Happy
day.
Thanksgiving,
everybody.
So
everyone.
I'm going to, so this is our sign.